What in the fuck is up, you rust fuckies? Alright? I'm here to show you how to make your bunker base, mate. And how to make it, most importantly, without this malarkey with a roof and some fucking walls and shit. Without malarkey like that, alright? Without malarkey like a fucking raised foundation, alright? Apparently I can't. But without malarkey like a raised foundation, alright? You know, some of you know what I'm talking about, alright? Others, maybe not. The lucky ones. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to make a vault base two ways, two different ways, without malarkey, alright? So, the first way, uh, you know, let's start with a 2x2. We'll have a 2x2. Let's say you're making your base. Who the fuck is messaging me in Discord? Let's say you're making your base, right? Alright? We'll use a 2x2. Let's say, okay, so you're using your 2x2, right? This is your 2x2. I mean, you'd have to make it a little bigger than a 2x2, but it's whatever. And what you're gonna do when you're making this 2x2 is you're gonna keep one of your foundations. You're not gonna put them in relation to this. You're gonna put them. You're gonna put your foundations lower. I'm sorry.
Than this. But let me make it to scale. I guess. Let me make it to scale. Flat ground. I made one over there. I'll show you. I'll show you later.
Finished product. But you don't want your foundations completely snug against the ground, but you might want them like, something like that for this base, okay? Something like that, and you'll see, you'll get a better feel for it. Even once you make the base.
But let's say you're making your base, your 2x2, your starter base, and when you're first building up, you'll just be like this. You'll just have your base, your 2x2 base. But once you've made this, this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna show you right about now. Maybe you'll do something like this. For instance, I don't know. You can do literally whatever you want, like whatever the hell you want. But you know, something like this. I guess I'll do. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll do this. Yeah. So pretty much, there's just so many ways you could do this. Actually, holy crap! There's just so many ways. It's not even funny. Um, but basically, what you're gonna do, I'm not even gonna put furniture in here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna leave the foundation. You're gonna have your shit in here. You're gonna have a bag in here. You put a bag wherever you want. You'll have your TC in here. Right, you'll have your loot in here. You'll figure out your way to get your dope ass loot. The most loot you can get in there. Something like this. Usually is what people do. But anyway, I just said I wouldn't put loot. But anyway, clearly all you have to do is put a chest here. You could even put stashes, right? You could put stashes here. But all you're gonna do. Apparently, can't do that. But I'll put this here. Put this here. And you could even do this, right? This right here. So, you made your 2x2, right? You got this sealed in, right? Literally sealed in. There's not a door to your loot, right? There's no door to your loot. And, man, nobody likes to blow walls when they're raiding unless they're a clan with fucking 10 people, right? So immediately this just takes those solo players off the list, right? Because once you honeycomb this, right? Once you, get some actual shit on here, right? No one's gonna come in here and fucking start raiding your base, right? And so now what you can do, once you got this built up, is you can make a little base of operations, on top of your, right, I just deleted that, didn't want to do that, a little base of operations pretty much on top of your base, right? And you can honeycomb this, right? Honeycomb the floor, honeycomb the walls, because this is your actual loot room, right? And this is the, where you fucking do the trade-off, mate. Do the trade-off. And so you can dress it up however you want, right? But so, there's no doors into your loot room. And so all you do is you pass your shit through here, and when you're inside, you crouch, and you can literally peek in these boxes, and, transfer shit in and out.
And so that's the first way. The second way would be something like, yeah, let's just make the foundation as tall as a fucking Great Wall of China, alright? Alright. So, the second way is you're gonna have a window, right? Window into your loot, right? And so then what you're gonna do is you're gonna have another fucking window, right? Another window. Seal it in, right? Seal it in. Simple, right? And so, I forgot one thing actually. You're gonna put a half wall, and you're gonna put the floor, right, in the middle. And so for both of these windows, you'll put a thingamajig. You'll probably want the horizontal. I don't know what the hell they're called. Horizontal, vertical. This is the vertical ones. You probably want the vertical ones because you can't look down with this. You can't really look down, right? Especially if you have it on the inside. You literally cannot see. You literally cannot see below. So, yeah, you're going to want to probably have the vertical one. So you can do things like this, right? You'll have a barbecue, so you can cook your food, right? You can put the barbecue up here too, fill a place, right? And simple, right? Simple like that, and just like that, beautiful. You know, to go through that window, they're gonna have to break one, two, fucking the floor, you know, and then another window, right? That's a lot of shit. That's I think pretty much the same as like a I don't want to say metal wall, but like a, stronger than a stone wall to break one, two, three, four. I don't know how much that is. I'm not gonna take the time to figure it out right now. But it's a lot of that's a lot of stuff to break, really, in comparison to a metal. You know, just going through the metal wall right next to them, right? Um, but anyway, you know, or say you have an armored wall. You know, you'd probably have this armored, but that would be how you would do it, right? That would be how you would transfer loot in and out using your little bunker base. And so this is really, I don't call this a bunker base, I call this a vault base. It's not no bunker base. You could make it a bunker if you wanted. Bunker just, you know, whatever. Whatever. Alright. But anyway, yeah. You know, you can dress it up however you want, but that's some ways to make a bunker base for you guys, you know. You can figure out which way you want, right? Both ways work. You know, I prefer this way. It's less messy. You don't have to uh, destroy a foundation in your base. Uh, yeah, that's what I offer you.
Like I said, you know, because raiders nowadays in Rust, um, unless they're a clan, they're gonna go for doors. They're going to go for doors, like almost guaranteed. Unless they're, unless they're like, oh, okay, we can't go for doors. But if you make it look like this base, right, a newer player or not as experienced player would look at this and they'd be like, oh, they're just holding loot there, you know. So if you put a ton of shit, let's say you put a fake loot room up here, right? You know, say you're making your base, right, and you put a fake, god damn it, you put a fake loot room up here. But nah, all right, enough goofs and gags, goofs and gaffs. I can't fucking talk. Can't even fucking talk. But what the fuck is with this shit, man? It's not letting me place. Alright. So anyway, let's say, rather than just make your base that 2x2 there, right, with a particular window or anything like that, you make a base, right, on top of this base that's already in here. You could already have all your shit in here, right? You could have already all your shit in here that you need, okay? I can't fit one there, but you know what I'm saying, right? You could fit all your shit in here. I know that fits, it just was blue, but fuck off. You could put all your shit in here. Blah, 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 your master shit. And then you have a fake loot room up here, right? Where so when somebody raids you, they're not like, well, where's the loot? Because then they're gonna be like, there's a loot somewhere in this base, or unless this is like a sham, right? So you put a fake loot room, right? And this could even be serve as a base that's on the surface, because really, once you're in here, you can't fucking get out. You just would craft shit and you would send it back and do whatnot. But you could have your tier 2 or another tier 3 if you're balling like that, and someone outside, right? They say to themselves, look at this here base. We'll raid it like we raid every single other base, and go through the doors, maybe one wall or floor or some shit, right? Well, and in this case, right, they'd go through this wall, but you'd probably make it, a little. You probably would put a triangle here instead, simple triangle instead, and you'd make it probably, a little airlock, right? Or I mean honeycomb. And the way up would be something like this, blah blah blah. You could do it again. You could do it however you want, right? It's like whatever. But
That could be your way up, and then blam. You know, your front entrance is blam, and you got the bam. You know, bam, like an airlock, bam. And you got the like another thing, bam, and you go up. And they spend all this time going through these doors, right? Someone raiding this, when in reality, right, your loot is inside, right? It's inside. They're going through all these doors, going up here. They get the loot, bam, the raid's done. To an unexperienced player. So blam, that's it, guys. I'm gonna teach. Like and subscribe or don't. God, fucking douchebags.